Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Memphis Steamers and the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Set 15, run. 59.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first. Play and it's second down.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On the carry, it's Cook. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Check, check, Lucky. Check, check, Fresno.
First down, and it's Hill again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Zoo. Ready.
On second down, Hill. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
18 Gator.
950, 950. Stay with your man.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, you got
Bravo. Snap.
Here's Jones on first down. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go.
Mike's 50. I got one. Mike 50. Too little, cut.
Hey, Orbit. Hit it.
Throwing again. Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Ready. Now. Hey, Delta.
Now Jones. Off play action. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Roll out. Hey, Echo.
Begin. Check hot route. Hot.
On second down, it's Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watch the edge.
Jones to throw on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Squeeze. Speed grip.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A first update now from Cincinnati. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Last stop. Last stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd down, it's Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. You ain't going nowhere. What's it? Ready, go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Ready, ready. Chopper, chopper. Safety green. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Let
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check, check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Gone, gone. Ready, ready.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
To throw again, Jones. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Hey, wahoo.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. They can't hang with us. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, check, check.
Shoot.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 28 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Got a little stinger, but a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones has got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the pass.
Hey.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Now Jones on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey.
Jones off the play fake. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Game situation. Let's go.
Come.
Mike 50. I got him.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Hey, exit. 5.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
Jones pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Better bring.
Hey, zoom.
I'm letting you know right now. You better bring. Kill.
Go.
Throwing again. Jones. It's caught. Beckham. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jones now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Mike 50.
Ready.
Now Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Get it.
Here's Jones. Off play action. It's caught by OBJ. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Take over 1st down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
You ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end left, tight end left. We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Look at me, zipper. Smooth. Now.
2nd and 6. Over the middle to Beckham. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Switch.
Go.
To throw again, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pilot, 64.
On 2nd down and 4. Jones, open man is Higbee, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Higbee, 32 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hill. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ready to break.
50, Mike, 50. Switch up, switch up.
Hey, Delta. Now.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. him. 45 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 25,
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Wide, get wide.
On second down now. It's Hill. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Now Jones operating from the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's in.